Woohoo! Hello,
All right,
everyone.
guys. Welcome to Ladies of the Roundtable, episode 15. Producer Ryan has amply named our episode We Will Smite You.
Ha ha ha! Clever
Pretty good title.
ish.
We want to welcome to the table Miss Kelly Lee.
Hi.
She is, if you have been living under a rock and you don't know who she is, well, maybe you might want to just go somewhere else. We don't want to have to refresh your memory or have you strain yourself. But for the rest of you folks who are tuned in to come check out her pretty face, you can find Kelly over on the High Res Twitch streaming channel. And we'll have a link up in the channel here shortly, as well as on the Twitter at High Res Kelly. And Kelly is not just another pretty face. She actually knows her stuff.
Yeah.
She'll kick your butt. I'm here to tell you. In one of our favorite games, Smite. Welcome, Kelly.
Thank you for having me. How are you guys doing?
We're so excited to have you. We've wanted you here for so long. This is like an epic thing.
I know. It's been months that we've planned this. I mean, it's finally getting to happen.
I'm so excited. So excited.
It is exciting because Kelly is sought after. Her schedule is very busy. And if you don't believe me, you can check her stream out Monday through Friday, 1 to 4, and see all of the people watching. How I know is because I watch from work. Yeah. Kelly entertains me while I'm crunching the numbers and doing my thing at my 9 to 5. And it is awesome entertainment, I have to say. The commentary is great.
Sometimes.
No. There is the rage meter, if you haven't seen it.
No, the rage warning.
That's right.
The rage warning.
She does have the rage warning.
Yeah.
And Kelly's going to give it to you straight. So, trolls, go ahead, be my guest.
Beware. Make my fucking day.
Now I'm afraid they're actually going to try.
Nah.
So, Kelly, let me ask you how you came to work for Hi-Res, and specifically with Smite, and give me a little bit of your educational background. And how long have you been gaming?
I've been gaming my entire life. Both of my parents are gamers. They've both been playing Dungeons and Dragons since the 70s, I believe.
Wow.
So they were both PC gamers as well, like early on, Ultima 7, Ultima 6, my Magic era. So gaming's always just been like around me. I don't even know if I ever just kind of started. It was just always there, like TV. How I started working for High Res, I was actually a streamer. I streamed for about a year. And I was getting really big numbers. I was one of the biggest streamers for SimCity. Was getting around 7,000 daily, 6 to 7,000 daily. And I would, after like 2 hours of streaming SimCity, I would stream Smite, and I would retain about 3,000 viewers. And that was like the most anyone was getting for Smite, and that was over a year ago. So that caught the attention of the executives because they're really trying to break into Twitch. They just started their 24-hour stream, so they were trying to see if they could get more pull with it. So they contracted me to work with them at PAX East. And I don't know if you've been there. It was the first time I was there. It was amazing. Oh, I love PAX East.
I'm going.
Oh, it's
Carmen
really fun.
is going.
Take lots of medicine.
Shrivasta in the house. Oh,
the
yeah.
sickest I've ever been in my life was after PAX East last year. I had 103 fever for a week. But,
Ooh,
so I go there.
Right. PAX fever went around last year.
PAX Cox, as we like to call it.
I don't shake that many hands. I'm too much of a hypochondriac. I will slap people like, no!
Oh, then, yeah. If you're a hypochondriac, you'll be fine. But I was there as, working their booth and everything, and like telling people about Smite, because I was a big fan for it. Anytime the stream was down, I would pick up the stream, that kind of stuff. And I guess they saw that I was really passionate about the game, and they were running a LAN tournament, and I was offering them suggestions for their tournament and like the way that their overlay should look, and they liked what I had to say, and I got hired pretty much right after that. But I told them that I wanted to finish college before I moved up there. Because, when you work 4.5 years for a degree, it would kind of suck to leave 1 month before you finish it. So
That's a little silly sauce. Yeah.
yeah.
Get that taken
So
care of.
yeah, East was in March. I got the job offer in April, and I finished school in May, and then moved up here.
Nice.
So I would have to say that you would tell the kids to finish school, right? Stay in school.
It depends. I actually went to school to be a teacher, so I did have to deal with a lot of educating children, and I was a full-time intern for about half a year, part-time intern for another half of like students middle school and high school, and I genuinely I feel like it's to each their own. I have several friends that are incredibly successful that have never gone to college. Now, going to college is easier and it's safer. Getting a degree will allow you to like broaden your horizons a little bit, and you'll be able to get more money whether what job you go to. But I genuinely feel people should like follow their passions. I do nothing with my degree now, and I spent lots of money on it.
I couldn't agree
This is
more
true.
about, it's not for everybody. Some people are just natural born academics, and obviously, there are things you have to go to school for. I'm a writer, so it was a little tricky. I tried it out, and then I wasn't able to focus on the stuff I was writing, and I left. But, it depends if you're an academic or not. That's, I feel like, what it really comes down to. So, no,
I mean,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's jobs where you're like, you want to be a doctor. It's like, all right, you have to go
Yes,
to
med school is a yes.
Like, that's not going to work out. But there's people that are like in marketing or promotions or anything like that that have never been to school and they are very successful.
Yeah,
Can
I
I do a
have.
quick chat shout out? We got some good ones
Yeah,
in here.
go for it.
We have Chunk in here, who's a friend of mine. He's a first time watcher. Hello, Mr. Chunk. Good to see
Hey,
you.
Chunk. Ring a
have
bell
Noob
for you,
Chick.
sir.
We have Noob Chick. We have Girls on Games. We have that name that I can't pronounce. Fibipapak. We have Sangdanacht. That can't be right either. But what's important is you're here, and we're happy to have you. And I did. If you're wondering who broke the site, it was Carmen. She broke everything.
I broke it because I made it better. If you guys have not been to the website, you need to check it out. We put in some blood, sweat, and tears into this website. Angelo, if you're watching, we love you.
Angelo,
namaste, Mr. Man. You can go to sleep now. He's been up on
Yeah, go to bed.
caffeine
Or you can keep watching.
and
I think
nutty
he's watching
bars
tonight.
for days.
And he said we had to be funny, so ha 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 ha.
Big A in the
There you
house.
go.
There he is right there.
Oh,
man.
that's him.
So
Oh.
that's Big A. So let me ask both of you ladies in this order. Let's go with Kelly first and then Bonks. If you were not doing what you were doing right now and you could pick any profession that was out of your comfort zone and you just were great at it and no question about it, you don't have any reservations, what would that be? Like a physician? What do you think?
I would love to be an anthropologist. That's what I wanted to be when I was a kid, but with anthropology, you either teach at a university or you actually get to travel around and never have family or friends. So I was like, oh, this just doesn't like... I mean, I'm sure there's anthropologists out there that, debunk that, but that was what was going through my mind in high school and everything, so... I always thought anthropology was cool. I'm a huge fan of history. I went to school to be a history teacher, so probably anthropology.
Awesome.
Nice.
Love that. If I had all the money in the world, if it was, if this is the career genie and you could grant me that, I would open an animation studio. And I'd be an animation studio
Ooh.
executive. And I would have a fucking ball because I love animation and I could just make the world happy with cartoons all the live long day. That's what I would do.
All the live long day.
All the live long day.
Nice. Personally, I've done a lot of things in my life. I can only say that I would try everything once. I mean, unless it came to being an accountant, you would hate me. So I would close your business in a matter of hours. So I couldn't do that. Numbers are not my friend.
That's
Not gonna
It's very
happen.
nice of you.
Bankruptcy? I'm your girl. That's why they make calculators for people like me. I know my weakness. I personally, my first love is food. Being a chef, and yeah, Kelly, I see you. You and I both with the food tweets. We can't help ourselves.
Dude, if it's steak, I mean, I just love all
Oh,
food.
you're a
but steak
carnivore.
kills me.
Oh,
I am
steak is for winners.
I like to say meatitarian. I live on a, I've
Yes.
had steak for the past 3 days, I think, actually. I love steak so much. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, if you're speaking of cow's ass, what is your favorite cut?
My favorite cut overall?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean,
It's,
skirt
you're
steak's
like, it
really good.
doesn't
Like
matter.
tacos, but ribeye is so tasty and juicy. But then when you get a porterhouse, you get the filet and you get the New York strip. So, like,
Yeah, I'm all about the porter. If I want to go ham, you go porter.
yeah, but ribeye is so delicious. Like, overall, the
It is.
flavor
It's
of
a good
ribeye is
cut.
better. But with the
It's a good
porterhouse, you get
texture.
best of both worlds. And skirt
Yeah.
steak is like, if you're eating
Oh,
like
that's my bad
churrasco,
boy,
with
yeah.
sauce on it.
Flank steak or skirt steak,
Oh,
marinated chorizo style. Oh, yeah, you don't get me started.
it's too
I am the
good.
grill
Everyone keep
master
your
at my
microphones
house.
dry.
Yes. I'm getting a smoker this year if I have to make it myself, because
We're making
I
all of our
just,
viewers hungry and they're going to leave.
yeah.
I'm hungry now. Like I'm gonna go order something. But I want to eat pizza after talking about steak. Oh, gross.
Well,
We
I
should do a
think we're
whole nother
gonna.
show. Just
We will.
steak.
We'll do a show. Actually, we'll do a whole Twitter episode on the cow and how much we
On the
I
cow.
love it. We love it. Kelly, what advice would you give somebody who is starting out with Twitch or a vlog or anything related with a camera, as far as breaking into the industry per se and dealing with trolls? I know that it takes a while to get comfortable. It wasn't something that you probably were right on Johnny on the spot, doing perfectly as you are now.
Well, for starting on Twitch streaming, I always tell people three things: that you have to have a minimum of 720p at 30 frames per second. Anything below that, people aren't just going to be interested in. As soon as someone sees like bit rates and like your screen's all blurry, they're going to be turned off from it. Two, set a schedule. Have a place where people can find you when and where so that they know you. You can build up a community and you can build up an audience that way. It's kind of like a television show. If TV shows just randomly appeared on the TV, no one would know when they started, no one would catch them. And third is that you have to have something unique about you. Whether you're really personable or you're really, really good at the game. There's pro players that don't talk at all, but they have tens of thousands of viewers because they're really good at the game. Or it could have a shtick where you only play indie games or you make mini games out of it, that kind of stuff. That's why a lot of Minecraft streamers are big, is that they don't really, like, Minecraft is pretty, one-dimensional, or I guess, like, three-dimensional, but, it's all blocks. But there's really not much to the game besides building and creating. So all these like streamers for Minecraft, which is a game that isn't too popular like player base wise, but really popular in like the younger younger audience, people that watch them, is that they always have little like mini games and they have people on their streams to talk with them. So those three things. And with trolls, what it comes down to is
Dude,
if you can't
fuck
deal
a
with it,
troll.
I
Fuck
love
'em.
like talking sarcastically back to trolls. It does
Yes, me too. It's
feed
a
them.
thing.
It
Yeah,
does. It
I
is.
feed
It
them, but
is.
it's like poison. It's like troll
But
poison.
I used to get in trouble for trolling them because I would just go for the low blow and like kids that would
Oh yeah,
like
I'm
Yeah.
really mean. Do you
say
want to hear
something
the
like,
worst thing I've ever said? I bet mine's
Go ahead.
worse than yours.
Well, the
Well,
difference between the two of you is Kelly is monitored, Bonks has got free reign. So there's
yeah,
a difference.
exactly. It's
So
my
yeah,
job.
so
Like
whatever you've said, just know mine is worse. I'm
I
a
just
way more terrible
like
human
I would
being.
always just make fun of them being like, "Oh, like mommy and daddy aren't giving you enough attention. That's why you're here, right? Because no one is friends with you." And I would just like say something really personal attack because I don't know, like I was just mean, but I stopped that. It's rude. I don't need to do it. Trolls are going to be trolls and it happens. And what it really comes down to is if you can handle the trolls, then cool. If you can't, then you probably will never be able to, and you will always be bothered by
fuck
something
them.
to say.
Them.
But
Well,
Professional.
I have to say
There's-
that, Kelly, if you really, really want to live vicariously, then you need to go over to our site on a weekly basis and check out Bonks's troll
Fox's
blog.
Game chats.
Yeah, Bonk's Bad Time. She shares all of her troll happiness with the world, so that those of us who are pigeon-toed and can't go the fuck off on somebody like we should can just live vicariously through her.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
I
do.
have a ball.
She does. She has balls.
I do want to note though, this is always a misconception with trolls, is that I've had female trolls. I've had like
Oh
other
yeah.
females
Oh
into my
yeah.
chat and say like how I'm a disappointment to like the female race and everything, and how like
Yes, I
she's a
get that one.
and like so like because anytime you say about trolls and then like you get the other people like, oh, they're white knights. It's like no, it's really not just guys that watch you or troll you. There's women in there as well.
No. It's everything. It's everybody. No, I have chicks who will talk to everyone but me. Like what? It's like they will mute me immediately. Or yeah, I'll have chicks who are like, you know what? If you're so going to be such garbage at this game, you shouldn't be playing it. You're ruining it for everyone. I'm like, dude, I will Twitch how shitty I am at games, and people will watch me because I'm a clown and I'm amazing at losing. I am a gold medal loser.
Wait. If you play Call of Duty with me, I win at losing. Okay? That would be me. Not you. People, it's sad.
I do feel invincible. We were playing the Halo campaign I was playing with Carmen. I was just cutting through this shit because they're playing it on easy.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god. I'm
amazeballs at things. I'm like, I can't even
so
shoot.
Cute.
Everything's dead.
No, she shot some shit. She shot.
Yeah, every once in a while, I'm like, pew.
They wanted me to do a bonk stream. I will get a bonk stream up because Carmen's actually yelling at me about it right now. And every day that I don't, or every hour that I don't, she tasers me in my ass. I can't feel my butt. So I understand. I will get a stream set up because I care-ish.
Winning, Fogubog. Hey, Femi from Ladies of Dior. Welcome.
Yo, what's up, girl? Gears girls. So, yeah, she's on a Gears team. She's badass. Her ladies are fucking gangster on some sticks, man. It's awesome. What were we talking about?
What are we talking about? Who's on first? Kelly, can you explain to people who have no clue what Smite is other than MOBA?
Like a boss.
And what makes it different from the other MOBAs that are out there, like League of Legends or Dota?
Well, instead of having the asymmetric view, you obviously have the third-person view that's similar to World of Warcraft. That's what we mostly compare it to, is the WoW arenas. And everything is a skill shot. In League of Legends, Dota, and Han, things where you can just kind of like auto-attack or click it and you would hit it. With Smite, you actually have to be directional with it. You have to aim everything. There's a lot of shots that if you just step to the side of it, you'll be able to dodge it. So juking is really intense. The action is like a lot more fast-paced and a lot more intense than other MOBAs. And I mean, it's fun. And it's also based off of mythological gods. And that's what originally attracted me to it. Also, the viewpoint is because, like I said, I grew up loving history. So I was a huge fan of mythology growing up. And it had all of my favorite gods and goddesses in it. So I thought that was really cool.
That's the big appeal for me. I love the mythology. And I'm a history nerd. And I get really into that shit. Like, I think Hades is very cool. He's one of my favorite amongst the Olympians. So yeah, it's very cool, the mythology part. I think that's awesome.
Kelly, have you played League of Legends or Dota in comparison to Smite?
I played League for 2-3 games, and I played Han for about a week. I played Glacius and Pyromancer, just those two. Mm-hmm. And after a while, I was like, it's all right, it's okay. And then I just went back to Smite, and because I started off as a fan of Smite. That's how I got my start here at Hi-Res Studios. So I never really saw it biasly. I was like, oh, I enjoyed this game, and then I played League and Han. I was like, I don't really enjoy these games. I'm going to go back to Smite.
Kelly, do you want to hear something adorable?
Oh, what?
In chat, Random Tools says, only thing better than Smite is Hi-Res Kelly. Oh.
Aren't you?
Oh, that's so fucking cute. People love you. You're popular. What can we say?
And we're not going to hate on you because you're the popular girl.
I'm gonna make you blush a lot.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I turned the color intensity off of my camera so you can't see me blush.
I think it's weird. Now, those are the breast cancer awareness SteelSeries headphones. Yes.
I don't know. Back when I was a streamer on my channel, I just hit up SteelSeries saying that I would promote their stuff.
They have an office here in Chicago, so they're pretty. Yeah, I believe all the pink ones. That color specifically, I know for sure is the breast cancer awareness one, which is pretty fucking cool. So now you know your ears love boobies.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
Motorboat.
What are we talking about?
We are talking about the MOBAs that Thanks, Bonks, for that segue. We want to clarify one thing. Shavasta loves the Smite, okay? I love it for two reasons. One,
Is it this
I
one?
hate the top-down view of League of Legends, the scrolly thing. I will
agree.
I will rage quit. I cannot take it. It's just irritating. And two, I really, really, really enjoy a couple of the gods. I'm not going to name which ones they are, because it's just
Are there
kick-ass.
bulges in Smite?
They're bulges in Smite.
Bulges, take a shot because I said it. By the way,
Bulges.
speaking of bulges, we do have that tea in our Zazzle store, and we're going to be putting that on the website soon. We have quote teas coming out, and you can buy all the nonsense that comes out of our mouths, and that's fun. So, hey, look,
Yes.
Aegon's here.
And
Hello.
we'll put the link up a little bit later for the Zazzle store. But if you want a T-shirt that says "bulge" in the awesome color that is green, which is Bonks' favorite color, and sporting our logo on the back to tell all your friends how much you support our show, and the proceeds go back into the production, guys. It's not going in our pocket. So if you like what we do, head over to the Zazzle store, get yourself a coffee mug, get yourself
We got
a
the
mouse pad.
lunchbox.
Hell yeah,
Lunchbox.
there's a
Lunchbox?
kick-ass lunchbox on there.
We have a lunchbox.
awesome.
That's
It
sweet.
says protected by Ladies of LORT. You cannot has, or you can't has, or some shit like that. It's pretty cool.
You don't want children
Yeah.
getting lunch boxes that say bulge on it?
We're going to have some awesome wristbands coming out and some other things that you can sport and show off your LORT wear. And we appreciate every single person that is watching, all of you people in chat, and everybody who's going to our website and checking us out, because without you, we can't do what we do. And we are speaking from a point of view that you guys want to hear. So, yeah, deep in there, she says. Oh, love me some bonks. Oh, man. So, hey, Bonksy, what's going on with OSD right now?
What?
Operation
talking
Supply Drop. I'm sorry.
Operation Supply Drop, which is one of my favorite things. Okay, so Operation Supply Drop is military gaming. It's a 501c. It's a charity designed to build video game care packages for soldiers. My husband, being retired Marine, I think this is very cool. He did not get to play a video game the whole damn time he was in Iraq, which is essentially an oven, and it's full of large bugs. So I like this a lot. So both deployed forward to combat zones, as well as those recovering in military hospitals. Again, you know, I think there's nothing to make you feel better than some gaming when you're far away from home and things are just shitty. So I'm really, really about OSD. It was created as a way for Captain Stephen Meshuggah to support the troops.
Yep.
Meshuggah, to support the troops with his love of video gaming. This was founded back in 2010, and it is incredibly awesome.
And I have to say that I've been working with OSD for a while now and doing some promotion and helping them out because this is a charity that's near to my heart as well. I have military family. My little sister, who has just retired at 38, 20 years in, been to Iraq a couple of times. It's, as a woman, makes me proud that she was able to stay in that long and protect our country. And I'm raising my niece, who is all of 13, with my other child, which is my mini, is 13, 2 teenagers in the house. I did a tour of duty myself.
You did. 2 teenage girls in the house? I would be in a fetal position crying.
It's like PSD on some days, you know what I'm saying? Not PMS. And then my poor husband, 3 girls in the house, okay? Toilet paper is a luxury on his end, right? So this is near and dear to my heart. And you have to realize that a lot of times when you think about military men and women, the age range now is 18 to 30-something. And what were you doing when you were 18 to 25? You're playing video games, right? You're just coming into your own and figuring out what you like console-wise, right? And can you imagine being over in Iraq or overseas or somewhere and not having access to your favorite game? Or watching the news on your phone, or if you can even get internet signal, to see what everybody else is doing, and you're like, damn, I want that Titanfall. I just want to play that Titanfall. And now with Operation Supply Drop, and the reason why they call it Supply Drop is they're actually dropped from a plane in a cargo crate,
That's
cased,
cool.
waterproofed, and dropped. And when I say dropped, these consoles that they're given and these laptops that they're given from Microsoft and a couple other places are what we would call heavy duty military style. So they're rubber cased. They're made so that they can take them on the go and have them and throw them around. Not like us where we would break our damn PS3 or whatever we had, but so they can travel and they're not going to get dirt, dust, sand, in cold weather. And if you've seen the pictures on the website, there are a little tiny plywood shack with posters on the wall and no chairs, and they've got a TV with the stuff that Operation Supply Drop sends them, and that's it. And these guys are playing and having a little bit of home. So come on. You can donate by joining and making your own stream team. It's a 24-hour live stream, and everything goes to Operation Supply Drop to the troops and also the rehab hospital. So think of the people that have saved your behind and or your loved ones behind in wartime and lost their leg or has to spend a year in rehab learning how to walk or learning how to write. These things are comfort for them, just like they're comfort for us. And you have to remember hand-eye coordination, dexterity, all those things that are therapy. We can do this, guys. It only takes a little bit of effort. You stream anyway, so why not sign up?
You know what they should send in there as well? Because my husband kind of, at least I know from Marines, a lot of them play Magic.
They do. So, actually, last year, Magic the Gathering donated a semi-truck full of Magic cards. They actually pulled up.
Wow, that's awesome.
In front of Steven's house in a cul-de-sac with the semi-truck. He came outside and said, where am I supposed to do with this? Because everything's in his house. His wife is like, So there's pictures on the website of Steven outside with this pallet coming down off this truck of Magic cards. So they love it. And every little bit helps, guys. So don't think that your $5, your $3, your $1 is not going to help get this done. It will. Trust me. So go to the website. Yeah, there you go. Sign up and do your duty. It's only once a year. Get her done.
Get her done, yo. Awesome. What else do we have?
You know what? I am grabbing the link to the Zazzle store.
Okay.
So
the fabulous Zazzle store.
Yes, because if you want your LORT wear, go get her some. And the 8-Bit Salute is on Saturday, May 17th and May 18th. So it's the third annual. Get you some.
Awesome. I love that. So why don't we... Oh, Smite like a boss.
That's you.
That's me? Oh, so we are starting a fun new project that I'm totally aware of called Smite Like a Boss, which I guess came after that article I wrote where I put Smite Like a Boss. I wish I could trademark that because everyone seems to like it. So basically, it's showcase your guilds, see what your rep is, flex your boss nuts, your Smite boss nuts. This is getting very weird with the titles. Kills the screen. So show us your screenshots, your kills, and just shout out and everything, and on our Twitter, and then we'll.
It's actually it doesn't say Smite Like a Boss, but I would let you roll with that because.
Show like a boss.
Yeah, so you need to.
That's just silly.
It is kind of silly, but I'll just rewind for you. Basically, what she was trying to say was, we want you and your guilds and your FPS groups and whatnot to send us your screenies of your boss takedowns. Okay? Each week, we are going to pick a select group and show your boss kill footage and or your screenies and give you some rep points, okay? So if you guys are playing WoW and you take out, I don't even know, I don't play that game. Anybody in chat?
Wow.
Play what game?
Yeah, let's name a boss off in WoW.
Play vanilla.
I played vanilla
Like,
way
like 10
back
years
in the
ago.
day, right?
Yeah, I think 2004, 2005.
If you're playing, all right, I don't know, something, and you guys you're doing a 40 man or whatever, yeah, Garage. Thank you, random, and you take them out, and you guys do it in epic fashion. Take a screenshot, send it our way. We'll put it up on the website. We will showcase what you got. You know, we would love to be able to play games a lot more than we do, and it's just not going to happen. So we want to live vicariously
I have
through.
to get in there.
Right? Yeah, Bonks is sleeping. We want to live vicariously through you. We want to see what's going on because I would love to play Titanfall. Have I got the chance? No. Am I going to get in that game? Hell no, because it would just be a waste of my time to get in and be mad because I cannot play. I'm doing good to get a couple rounds of Smite in, and I've been trying to learn Amir, and I can't do it. I watch Kelly, and I'm like, oh, that's so badass, but just can't do it.
I love Amir. He's my favorite god.
I know you do.
you know.
He is boss worthy. He's pretty, yeah.
And I would love to see you play Loki a couple times. Every time I go on the show to catch you play Loki, I miss it. I got to go to a meeting or something's going on because I hate that son of a bitch.
With Loki. I'm really
I hate Loki. And I want somebody to just give me a little insight, at least maybe how to kill Loki once or twice so I can feel some satisfaction.
Aegis.
Okay.
Just wait for him to use his old Aegis so you don't take the damage and then kill him, because after that he's squishy.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And let me hear, Kelly, what wins wars?
Wards win wars.
Wards win wars.
If there's not like 3 or 4 wards on your map, you're not doing something right.
Wards win wars, people. You heard it here. That's the tagline that we all love and have come to know. If you watch the show, you know people. And I'm going to change gears, and I think that Bonks has really just dying to talk about her Dust 514 epic.
Dust 514. Okay. Let me get that out.
That's
one of my best Dust buddies in the world is actually on right now. Chunk, who's in chat. He's a pretty good guy, and he's a very patient man, and he's more patient with Dust than I am. So we just had the big 1.8 patch, which is kind of like, you know, they hyped it up, and you know, I want to tell CCP, sometimes you don't need to hype shit up. Sometimes shit is not amazing, and that's okay. So you don't need to get me excited about a patch. I'm just not going to give fucks about it. I don't consider tanks necessarily overpowered. My biggest beef with this game right now, as much as I love it because it is innovative.
All right, that's what you said last week. Your biggest beef with the game.
And I'm going back on the fucking diet. I'm going back, but I can't because Chunk's like, you have to play with me. But the thing is, the gap between the high-end weapons and gear and the basic is... Yeah, and then but in the basic gear is so fucking far apart that unless you are a baller, you're gonna die. I mean, I have advanced shit, and I will go up against any prototype, which is the highest level of gear, and like I don't even get to blink. I'm dead, and it's very anti-noob. Yeah, it's very anti-noob, which means it's hard to expand an audience with this. And people have a lot of bugs and a lot of gripes, but honestly, that at the core is a problem for me. Like, I don't mind dying. I'm a world-class dyer. I'm very good at that. But I need to be able to at least, like, walk around and feel like I'm contributing to something. Like, dude, I spawn die. And it just, the pub stomping, all that stuff, it needs to get fixed. So this patch, I mean, for a week, I was having a really good time. Me and Chunk were, you know... it was pretty level. Felt pretty even keeled. I was like, oh, maybe this patch did something. No, pub stomping came back, and like a week, and I was like, well, fuck. So,
Chuck,
and
is
I'm
that
actually,
true?
I have a whole theory. I have a whole theory on CCP. I'm going to write a really crazy ass article, and CCP is never going to want to have anything to do with me. But I have a theory, and it's a conspiracy theory that may or may not be satire. Meh. So
Be on the lookout.
so that's and then Call of Duty real quick. I met this lovely young man. You guys might know him as Outroduction. We met randomly in a chat, and he was talking to some
Did you just say Traduckin?
outroduction. So instead of
Okay, I just had to
introduction, he's a word nerd. Anyway, he's pre-med, 20 years old. Nice young man, didn't call me a fat whore, whatever the fuck, within
It's always a
10
good
seconds
sign.
of meeting him. So we're already off to a good start. And he's pre-med and good at Call of Duty. Who the fuck has the time? And he also
Wow,
does a little
he's-
twitching himself. So I'm actually going to put his little Twitter on the chat here, and you can hear my keyboard, and you're going to like it.
I have to
Because I'm
say,
a violent typer. And so there
he
it
must
is.
be having a lot of Mountain Dew and M&Ms or something because, whew.
Yeah, he was like
That's-
awful.
that's
Well, he's also like just 20. He's like he's got energy still and
He's a
hopes and
baby,
dreams. No, but he's a really
You
cool
will
guy. He does his
crush
own
him.
Twitch. And actually, if you guys could bug him on Twitter that he should Twitch with Ladies of the Round Table, just be like, that would be
Stream
great.
team. Stream
Yeah,
team.
he should be on the stream team. So yeah, what the fuck were we talking about? Gaming stuff. What have you been playing, Miss High Res, besides Smite? Anything? Or are you Smite all day?
Oh no, I mean Smite's my favorite game. I play it. I was just playing it like a few minutes ago. I play it all the time even when I'm not streaming, or not during the stream, not during the stream. But what have I been? I played the South Park game. I thought that was a lot of fun. I've been playing some
Nice.
Hearthstone. I've been playing some Civilization on Xbox. That's been
Ooh,
crazy.
my hubby loves that game.
It's really
goodie.
fun. Like I play it pretty obsessively. Besides that, I don't know. My heart's always just looking for the new MMO that's gonna be better than WoW, and it just doesn't exist. And I know people have favorites for certain MMOs, but WoW was really innovative and just like made it so standard and so like casual friendly that it like paved the way for every other MMO. And now MMOs either try to reflect it completely, or they try to be so different that they have this crazy new mechanic, and it just never works out because WoW has just specialized in the art of like casual gaming. Blizzard has. I mean, they made.
Yeah, because my husband
made-
plays Eve, and that is not for casual. You are
Yeah.
fucked the second you get in there.
Hey Kelly, did you play WildStar at all? Did you try the beta? Everybody's
I did
comparing
not.
that to WoW, so that may be something that
Oh,
might
no,
interest you.
I played Strife. That's what game that I played.
Well,
recently. I think
Strife is completely different. Strife is another MOBA, right? So WildStar is
WildStar's
an
on
MMO, and there's cute little chuas in there, so you got to check those out. I was waiting for this game for a couple of years and was very excited. Still loved the game. Was in the beta. Carbine made something really unique, and the storyline is pretty awesome. And you've got a different dynamic with this game and the mechanics that has not been done before. They've kind of taken little bits and pieces from every game that we love about mechanics and inserted it into one game. So it's something that may interest you. I just do not have the time to play, or I would give it a whirl. But I know myself, and I'm afraid to say that within a year, something else might come and take my attention away because I have to try all the new things. Just like the rest of us gamers out here, we're like, ooh, shiny, ESO, ooh.
Yeah,
so.
games are, especially indie games, they're so much more available to us now, especially with Steam and online purchasing of games and that kind of stuff. Like, we're all just so ADD. Back in the day, people played one game for like half a year. Like, my mother played Myst, like, just like over
Yes,
and over and
Myst,
over again for like weeks. Or
That was
even
gorgeous
months,
game.
probably.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And back in the
Now-
day, to be fair, the games did not come out as rapid fire as they do now.
exactly.
So we had the opportunity to get some time under our belt, enjoy the lore, and get into the storyline. And I think that's why a lot of people are so nostalgic about WoW still, is because when it came out in vanilla and even, the second expansion, we were so invested in the storyline that the graphics, which weren't that great, didn't matter to us. We were like, oh my God, it's epic. I must learn more. And as they went over time and slowly added more things, it just grew and became part of you, and your character became your character. You're like, this is me. This is part of who I am. Now it's, you're lucky if you're in there for a month, a payment cycle, let's call it that. And if the lore and the game does not hit you like that, you're like, next. There's something better. There's something else, which has caused an issue in our community as well as a dev. It's a very overpopulated market, and the consumers are fickle. But again, they know what they like and they know what they don't like. And you being a streamer in a game that is very popular to most, but not all, you see that in your Twitch chat. I'm sure that you've got people complaining about patches and things that change.
Oh yeah, people are. Well, I've said this before. Is that, and as it wasn't even me, the person that made Pez, I think is the name of the game, wrote an article saying how the community is so demanding now of game developers. We're back, like, 2 decades ago, you couldn't have communication with developers, but since communication is so open, you can email people, they have Reddits, forums, that kind of stuff, that any small thing that is your artistic choice or opinion, and if someone disagrees with it, they will throw a huge fit. We're back in Final Fantasy VII, you're like, oh, I wish his gloves were red, and that was it. You didn't complain about the actual game style or gameplay, or maybe you did, but it wasn't as aggressive and as personal as it is now.
No, people get crazy. They get out of control.
Oh, yeah. It's way out of control. There's a lot of developers that feel underappreciated.
Developers leave all the time. They can't, and I don't blame them, honestly. It gets out of control. People have to chill the fuck out.
And the one thing they have to remember is a lot of times when these games are being made, it takes years and a lot of manpower and a lot of time, not to mention money. And these people that make these games, these devs, you really should cut them a break, like Bonks is saying, Kelly's saying, because they don't see their family. They're working 70, 80 hours a week. Sometimes maybe don't even go home. Kelly, you know that from experience working.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime it's patch day, because we patch every Tuesday to Wednesday, I have people staying there till 2 a.m. Get there at 9, stay till 2, making sure that the patch is released successfully, that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. No, it's developers work
This is a huge part of it's a huge chunk of someone's life. And yes, they want things to be perfect and they want to give you the best experience possible. You have to remember that a developer is not trying to pick a fight with you. Happy gamers that's the goal. It's illogical for them to want to. No game dev is trying to fucking troll you. And people act like, and the entitlement is so out of control.
It's insane.
It's incredibly ridiculous. The amount of, if you fix this one thing that I know is to be the problem, everything will be fine. Dude, relax. It's it's just, it gets so nutty. And I feel bad. I know, especially, female devs catch so much shit still. It's just like, fuck. It's just so ridiculous. But yeah, that open communication, it's a beautiful and ugly thing at the same time.
Yep.
And we have a lot of things available, like Kelly was saying, tools. We've got social media, we've got forums, we've got fan sites. Now you can make your own fan site and just complain all day long about why you don't like the fact that those gloves were not red. And that's your prerogative. If that's what you want to do, you do it on your own site. But don't go on a, let's say, for example, high-res site and just spew out your hate all over the place and think that that's going to make you feel better. It just makes you look a douche.
You can always not play. You can always play something else. There are plenty of
cancel your subscription. Don't play.
We love constructive criticism. Our developers actually listen to the community a lot and how we balance gods, what they think is right, what they think is wrong, what they want to see in the game. There's several premium skins that we've released that have been community suggestions. So I wouldn't say that we don't always want to hear negativity, because negativity can always lead us in the right direction. But when they're just like, oh, Smite's full of assholes, they just hate everyone, they should just, stop working on it or whatever, and that stuff is not constructive at all.
That's not helpful. You're not helping.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
So
And I think that my point, and I'll get off the topic, is don't hate on the devs. You know, they're doing their job. Like
it's
Bonk
not
said,
nice.
they don't want to pick a fight with you. The goal is to make a happy gamer, and you cannot please everyone. It's like a food service job, man. If you're a waitress, you just can't please everybody. And at the end of the day, that's someone's creative opinion or 6 months of their life that they took to put this out in the universe, and you want to shit all over it, dude. Just don't
It's a
play it,
bit
or
rough,
whatever the
man.
case may
Yeah, just
be.
don't
You know,
play it. It
it's
doesn't
okay.
have to be. Yeah, doesn't have to be a troll fest.
No, it doesn't have to be a troll fest
And now
at
you're just
all.
flinging shit everywhere.
Yeah,
Kelly
I
has
feel for
some
the devs.
news. I know I was talking
She's got
about
some
Anger
news.
Bangs and Dragon Ball Z. So Kelly has some
Yeah.
news about Dragon Ball Z, which I'm stoked about. What you got,
I don't know if
girl?
you can tell, but I'm kind of a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. And
Yeah.
coming out with a new special manga that talks about Goku's mother. And I'm really excited because we've already heard about Bardock, and the Bardock's Goku's father. So I'm really interested to hear about the
I need
mother.
to meet
And
Mama.
the way that Toriyama portrays women in like his anime is completely different than most other females in animes. So she's like,
Yes,
you know,
I agree.
badass, try hard, angry, and I think that's really cool. I'm not saying that all anime is sexist, but I just like the female
Yeah.
badass, not necessarily the heroine, but just like being cool.
Yeah, I mean, Chi-Chi and Carmen, I think, have a lot in common when it comes to mothering styles. Uh, you don't fuck with
Hey,
mom.
listen,
Them's the
I'm
rules.
gonna tell you
So,
that the parenting style that she and I have is the parenting style that most parents should have, because your pants around your ankles, pants on the ground. We all know that song. And you mouthing off to the teacher and thinking that you are, let's just say, the shizzle in school, and whatever you want to do, and not coming home, blah blah blah, because you think you can just walk in. Listen, it doesn't work that way. I pay the bills. I birthed you, and I can take you out.
so
Just
brought you
like
in, I
that.
can take you out. My mother
That's
said that
right.
to me constantly, and I am reminded of it every day. I sleep with one eye open
And
because I
mom
feel
sees
like she
all.
could do
That's
that.
right. I know everything.
Kelly,
You
you got
can't
a
hide it from
compliment
me.
on your hair from a person whose name I can't pronounce. Starts with a K.
Oh, it's
So said,
Fred.
"Hi, Kelly. I like what you do with your hair."
Yes, it
That guy's
is,
I think it
Fred.
looks
Fred.
pretty freaking cute.
Fred.
Pretty
Kelly, what do you
adorable.
do? Can you tell us your hair routine?
I took a shower
You
this
brushed
morning.
it?
Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't take a shower this morning because I just put carotene in it, and I can't. Sorry, I just got really angry
Oh.
Fuck, we
there.
are the best beauty experts you can have.
What do you do every day? I don't know.
And you know what? They just did a big news story, speaking of hair, that you're not supposed to wash it every day, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
good
it
for you.
takes it
Most
strips
hair
away the
textures,
natural
yes.
oils in your hair by
I,
doing
however, am a very, very greasy Italian, and that does not work.
Italian.
I am very oily. In fact, I should donate hair oil. That should be my profit thing. Because I don't. I am, man, like one day, and that's the limit, dude. I am pretty gross.
We need to
Really
put that in the
classy shit.
Zazzle store. It'd be a little necklace and just boxes
Boxes hair
oil.
oil.
Oh, that's so
Please do not use
gross.
too many. I can't handle more than one of me. It
Oh.
would-
Oh, that's
What were we
hilarious.
talking about?
Oh yeah, here we go. What are we talking about? Hey, Kelly, can you tell us about the announcement that's on the Hyra's site today? Was it today?
Yes, it was
Uh,
announced today.
go ahead.
We announced our 2014 lineup for our esports tournaments. As some of you may have known, that we just hosted our Smite launch tournament. We had like 300,000 unique viewers for it, which is insane. Over the weekend, we had 25 to 30K live watching, which is huge for concurrent. And we had 1,000 people at the actual studio or at the venue. So it was a really big event for us, and it kind of showed us that we could host more esports events and that we could do it by ourselves. So for April, I believe it's just going to be community tournaments, but after that, we're going to be doing qualifiers, which is a weekly land-based, or I'm sorry, online-based that where they get seed points, which allows them to go to the land tournaments. We're going to have one EU, one NA. That's going to be the 4 teams of each region. And the top 2 of those are going to be going to the World Finals that is going to be happening here in Atlanta in November?
What?
Yes!
Nice.
No.
Nice.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yay!
Pricing so many things.
Noises. Happy noises. What?
So I'll have to say that I'm pretty excited because I actually watched most of the coverage, including the cosplay contest,
Oh,
which wasn't large, but it had quite a bit of uniqueness to it in the fashion where everybody was very expressive in their
yes.
costumes. And it was kind of awesome to see because remember in WoW we have a set amount of characters, right? There's only a few things you can cosplay. But in Smite, because we have all the gods, it was pretty awesome to see that
It
everybody picked
was.
a
Carmen.
various different thing. What? What?
Carmen, do you know who's in chat right now?
Who's in chat right now?
Miss Amanda Nerdtastic. Our
Seriously?
new lady. Yeah, she's in the chat right now. Nerdtastic42. She's talking about Herbal Essence dry
Welcome.
shampoo, which I have to find. She
Welcome.
makes fabulous things, and we're gonna hustle her stuff because she makes body scrubs
Yes,
and
Amanda
lip
and I
balm.
have had conversations, and we if you guys didn't know, because Bonks just put our business on blast, we will be opening up a store at some point with all kinds of goodies for you guys, and
Nice.
we are networking with the crafters, Etsy people, and anyone that's got a geeky talent to showcase your wares on our show. So check out our website. There's a link there to contact us. And if you would like us to Vanna White your items, and we'll give one away, if not two, promotionally each week in our social media contest, and link everything to your site to show off your skills. Because I'm not crafty. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. Stick figures are not my. I can't do it, man. Popsicle sticks don't work out. Mm-mm.
So for those of you who want to check out what Amanda's got going on, because she is pretty badass, and I got to sample some of her wares at Sci-Fi, head over to nerdtastic.net, if I'm not mistaken. And
Right,
she has
and
some pretty awesome stuff.
I believe in your Sci-Fi article you have her in there as well, if I'm
I
not
do.
correct.
She's totally tits in the best way. She's she really, she's just ready to take her brand to the next level. And we will be helping her out with that. And again, yeah, if you're a crafter, you know somebody, you got an Etsy store, or you want to hustle some stuff, we want to help you. So,
That's what we're
yeah,
all
I just
about,
call our
people.
business on blast because Amanda's here.
And I think, am I not mistaken, Derek's new article is up?
Derek, our amazing game reviewer. He always gives great detailed analysis of all the games that he reviews, and he has the full Titanfall game review up. I have a bunch of his that are going to be coming out like bam, 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 like right in a row this week. So he's been very busy, and obviously the site's been down, so we're a little backlogged. So we got lots of cool stuff from Derek, and I want to thank him for always giving us awesome, clean copy, very easy to edit because I am a lazy bum as an editor. So much appreciated.
All right, well, now that we're done with the breaking news, I'm going to go back over to Kelly and ask specifically about the esports tournaments. Where can people go specifically to check out the schedule?
We haven't announced an official schedule yet, but for any information that we have about our esports scene, you can go to esports.smitegame.com. No dashes or hyphens in that, just exactly what I said. We also stream our tournaments on the weekends, although not this weekend. This is the first weekend we're going to have a break, and it's going to be amazing.
Woo, hit the beach. It's cold ass weather.
It's actually warm down here. It's awesome, but we're supposed to get storms,
Oh, yeah, where are
and
you
I'm not
again?
excited. Georgia.
Atlanta. She's in the ATL.
Yeah. Go be happy in your sun place.
So I also want to officially announce to you fans and to Kelly that Ladies of the Roundtable would like to cover said esports tournament. So if you could just put in a little good word for us.
we don't smell,
we'll come
we
down
shower.
we'll come down and we will hang with you.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Even buy you a shot or two. We're bad influences.
That sounds like a good influence to me.
There'll be some motorboating going on.
Motorboating. It's for champions.
It is. Hey,
Winners.
Bonks, what's with this item you got in the mail? Did you get something in the mail?
I got something in the mail?
I think you did. Some kind of book. What the hell?
Oh, in the email, yes. Mail.
It
Okay,
was a nice
so
pass off.
Mr. Jerome
didn't-
Walford.
I tried.
I did. Mr. Jerome Walford, a writer and illustrator of Nowhere Man, sent me the latest issue, and it's fucking fabulous. If you haven't picked up Nowhere Man, it is an awesome, beautifully drawn book. His art, it's so unexpected. The story is so not expected at all. You know, there's a cadence in which a lot of these comic book stories go through, especially, you know, sci-fi / cop thrillers, and it takes you on a different path. It's really amazing. He's incredibly talented, and he's an awesome family man. And I really urge you guys to check it out. It's called Nowhere Man. I believe it is distributed by Forward Comics, and that's Comix. So go ahead and check that out. Again, that's Jerome Welford. I want to thank him very much as my kind of shout out for the night. Thank you very much for sending that over my way. I appreciate you. It's amazing. I can't wait to see what's next. So yes, Nowhere Man is a thing. Do that.
It's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Hey Kelly, let's talk about the MMO bomb Smite versus Warframe contest.
Yes. So MMO Bomb for the past month, I believe, have been hosting this free-to-play showdown on their website, and they've had 64 titles of like the best free-to-play titles on there, and games like League of Legends, Dota, Ragnarok Online, Mabi Nogi or whatever it is, have all been on there. And the final two is Smite and Warframe. They've been doing polls each week for like different divisions, and it's now narrowed down to 2 from 64. And we're one of them, so I'm really excited. I've been promoting it a lot on our social media, and I'm glad that we've won. We have it in our in-game launcher now, so that the link pops up whenever you try to open up Smite. So hopefully people vote for that. From what I just saw on the MMO Bomb Twitter is that we are winning, but now I'm afraid it's going to make the Warframe people more vicious and aggressive. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But
You know,
if you guys
it's interesting
haven't
because they're two
voted
different
yet-
styles.
Oh yeah,
Very
of course.
different.
But the communities are both very dedicated and big. There's always something with games that are indie games that aren't held by a major publishing company that people seem to flock to and be very dedicated with. But with stuff like Blizzard games, people are like, oh yeah, I'll play that casually, or you know, Riot or Square Enix, anything like that.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, those sneezes!
Yeah, she's a Pikachu sneezer,
That was
and
so
we
cute. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I got distracted. But
We definitely-
yeah,
You
I'm
definitely
sorry.
need
I
to-
was trying to hold it, and it just was like, nope, I'm going to ruin your show.
that's a one per show, ladies. One per show.
One per show. Otherwise, my eyeballs will pop out of my fucking head.
Woo. Go
So
ahead,
what were we
Kelly. 'cause,
talking about?
you know,
No, but yes, vote for Smite. You guys can go to mmobomb.com, and there should be I believe either on the front page or the second page, it should say free to play showdown grand finals or whatever, finals or something like that. And click the link and hit Smite and vote for Smite because I want to win because I like winning.
And I believe we have the link in chat from producer Ryan, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that we are just about out of time, but I think we're ready for one more question for Kelly. And then one question from me, Bonks, and you can go after myself, is Kelly, let's see, one item you are going to share with us that not many people would know about you.
About myself, like personally,
Personally, yes.
I used to go to acting school when I was like 12, 13, and they were doing open auditions for like some kids show. And I was in line this really long time, just talking with other kids, getting along with them. And it's my turn to go up to this producer and like give them my monologue or whatever. And that's what I did well. I did monologues well. And they're like, excuse me, like we have to let this girl go before you. She's in a hurry. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine, go for it. This girl goes in, sings this amazing ballad, and leaves the room, and everyone literally stands up and claps. So in the mind of I go, I need to sing. So
Fuck
I
that
go in there
bitch.
and I sing some like crappy middle school song that I remembered from chorus. Walked out, everyone just didn't look at me. Everyone's eyes were like staring at the ceiling, the wall. I blew it. My mother and they just were like ashamed, like their heads were in their like hands. And I left and never did it again. I was like,
fuck them.
They should
like
still be
now
sorry.
that's like funny, you know. I probably wouldn't have made anything anyway, but at the time I was traumatized.
And here you are now on camera every day.
Yeah. So that's
Oh man, Bonks, you got a question for Kelly?
I have a question for Kelly, which is, where the fuck did my question go?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
nothing.
I'm not looking at a Google Doc. No way.
Cake or pie?
Cake or pie?
neither. I don't like sweets unless it's shepherd's pie
What?
Oh,
or
shepherd's pie is
chicken
pretty
pot
awesome.
pie.
Are you one of those people who don't like chocolate too?
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, and like I'll chow down on some like chocolate dipped strawberries, but
Wow.
I'm not a big fan of sweets.
I don't even
Have
understand people like you.
M&Ms.
I just don't.
I have to
it's
say,
the
I
food.
turned the other cheek a whole lot. I've turned away from milk chocolate just because it is too freaking sweet, and I am more of a dark
What?
chocolate kind of person now. Yeah.
It's a
Fine
food
dark
group in
chocolate.
our house. I don't care what kind of chocolate. Wait, I don't do white chocolate because it's not real. But yeah.
Yeah, white chocolate I don't really do either.
It's a food group. We cannot buy like a family size bag of M&Ms for the house. We each have to have our own family size bag of whatever. It doesn't
That's why
work.
we're at my house with Honey Nut Cheerios right now. It's kind of me and my mom, and it's like I like to eat them before I work out. And then she's like, "Stop touching my Honey Nut Cheerios." So now we have 2 boxes, and I think I'm just gonna write on mine in big ass Sharpie, "My
Your name on
box."
it, yeah. Yep.
It's getting pretty sad. That
You get a shelf in the refrigerator.
yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna move to the shout outs, and we're gonna wrap it up. And Bonks, what's your shout out?
Shout out to Chunk. Glad you showed up. I appreciate you. Shout out to Mr. Zach Outroduction. You're a peach. And shout out to Miss Kelly because I'm so stoked you're here. We had such a good time. You're a total peach, and I like stripes. I think stripes are rad. So
What's
pretty
up
cool,
with
right?
the salute? Your hand on your forehead. You having a
no,
problem?
I'm just trying to keep my eyes open because I'm old. So I'm just like,
Oh wow. Kelly, you got any shout outs you'd like to give?
Shout outs to Dragon Ball Z and Steak, and shout outs to Smite. Vote for Smite on the info bomb link, which was posted on the chat. And shout outs to you guys for having me on here. I had a good time.
Thank you. And my final shout out is to Dragon Fin Soup. This game is a Kickstarter game, and you know how I love my Kickstarters. Every week I try to mention something that I've been want to get my hands on. Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator.
she wants
You know,
Goat
something like
Simulator
that.
so fucking hard.
So Dragonfin is having a super special prize raffle for the people that participate in their Kickstarter. So if you want to know what that is and what that entails, get your butt over to their Kickstarter and enter the raffle because you could win some major loot. All right. Grimm Brothers is producing the game, and we love you over at Grimm Brothers. And that's it, guys. Ladies of the Round Table out. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you
and
so
we will
much.
see
You guys are awesome.
next week. Thank you, Kelly, for showing up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was an
thanks for
awkward
having me.
silence. Kelly's
Is it- wait.
awesome.
I thought that was the outro.
We don't know.
Are we not on?
We're probably just gonna blabber through the outro and everything. We're really
Okay,
good
we're
at
blabbing.
We're really good at the shows. We are good
We
at
like
the
all the stuff.
broadcasting.